Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, I'm John, this is Many a Truner, and welcome back to Skyrim, where you join me here, back in the weird tentacle library, but this time it's an actual main plot mission, so I'm assuming there's going to be something a bit more meaningful going on here than just a couple of nice upgrades at the end of it. And also there's a weird looking portal up there. I'm guessing I'm going over there, but first we've got ourselves weird wibbly tunnel thing, so I guess we just hop in here and or I could drop into Dark Oblivion and then just slowly die in a weird glitch state. That's good too. Okay, this time just make a jump at the right moment and then that'll flipping do. Right, so we've got a weird... Oh, this will be straight up unpleasant in VR. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Right, so we're at the far end now, and now presumably same basic trick applies. So it's also turning, kind of like wagging, like a big weird tentacle tail. It's got to up. Also, there's just tentacles that attack you, because of course there are. Right, so I see something there. That's the book. Fine, so wait, could I just run over to that? Could I? I might be able to actually. Screw it. Go! Lovely. Right, so I'm over here. Activate Scryer. Does that provide me a way to get over? Ah! Well, that's okay. That's all much easier than I was expecting. Yes. Okay, good. This is all excellent news, in fact. I mean, quite frankly, I'm suspicious this is all a little bit too easy for a kind of, a main quest called The Gardener of Men and all of that. I was expecting something a little bit more sinister. There's got to be more to it than just going through the tentacle waggy area and then just immediately getting the book. It can't just be this. There's got to be more. Right, what have we got? Ah, it's one of those ones with chapters. Gotcha. And yes, indeed, this is basically just the chapter that they made knowing that they would make Skyrim VR one day, and they wanted to make one chapter an absolute flippin' nightmare. So we've got stuff here. Don't trust them one little bloody bit. Okay. Something's happening, but... Oh! It's all unfolding. And also the Seekers now. Okay, well that's absolutely fine. Let's get some help going on. Oh, the Seekers at the same time as you bastards. Right, okay. That's a little bit more on the tricky side. Also, is there a second Moira? Oh, blimey, you are cutting through the Moiras pretty fast. Okay, well, let's try and get rid of... Right, well, we know what the deal with you is. Let's just go over to a nice little actual, ebony sword for some paralysis. But you know what? I think I'm going to make a small change as well. One is a generally despised ridiculous grind difficulty. Go on then, so no one can take my achievement away from me. Let's wrap up Skyrim for good on legendary difficulty, which is the new difficulty they added for, what was it? Was it for Dragonborn or was it for the special edition? I can't remember when they introduced it. But yeah, Master used to be the highest difficulty, then they introduced legendary. Because in Fallout 4, they introduced like the new survival mode. And new survival mode was really fun because it was interesting and different. Kind of like hardcore mode in New Vegas. But in Skyrim, they just added legendary, which basically just said, okay, you know all those tanky enemies? They're now twice as tanky. But screw it, let's get on with it, because I have been having a pretty easy ride on Master over the last couple of parts, so why not, eh? And bear in mind, I've still got some big advantages. In particular, my paralysis sword should... Oh, yeah. My paralysis sword will still keep these guys on the ground, so I just need to keep my best weapons charged up more. So you can definitely see he's a basic lurker. He's got a bit more health than he used to have. But, yes. Things are going to be a little bit more challenging from this moment onwards. So, we took care of you. We probably didn't need to bother, actually. I probably could have just actually hit the Scryer and then head straight on. But... Wait. Did that not... Ah! It did open those gates. Marvellous. Okay, so that's back to one. Also, just a couple of soul gems. May as well grab them while I'm passing by. Right, straight on to chapter 3. This potentially is going to be the book where I just have to take on a bunch of difficult fights then. But first up... Okay. Bit quiet here. What's the deal with... Oh. Okay, we do have some Seekers then. Gotcha. Get the help in. And clear out the basic... Oh, yeah. You can definitely feel that's making a difference to them. And I shouldn't actually be using this sword, by the way. That's a bit of a waste for this sword. Dragon Bane is better if I'm not, like, massively worried. And, bear in mind, I've still got that lovely grand healing spell. And I know it's got insufficient charge. It's fine. It's still ridiculously powerful. So finish you off. And one of you goes for a run as well. I managed to use Restoration and Magic a little bit more on Legendary. But other than that, this feels manageable for now at least. Especially with the help of Conjuration. Conjuration definitely does a good job helping out with all of that. Lovely. In fact, if anything, this actually might help my character level up faster. Because I'll be restoring more. Which actually might well be a little bit on the useful side as time goes on. And looks like we've got... Oh, are you about to spawn a lurker? Okay, maybe not. Ah! There's a lurker, though. Alright, fine. There's Moira, don't freak me out there. Can I actually cast the Moiras all the way over there? Just get right up to the end here. And... Oh, I totally can! Right, so I can go and send some helpers over there now. That's bloody convenient. Now, what's going on at the end of this long tunnel here? I'm guessing we've got... Well, we've got a scryer, which is going to open these doors. Fine. So right now I'm running away from where the lurker is. Okay. And speaking of that... Oh, blimey. Hello, Seeker. Right. So I think that lurker was slowly taking some damage from my Moiras. That's fine. We got this. Hang on. Where was the other one of you? I just saw you. Where'd you go? There you are. I thought you'd wandered off somewhere. Yeah. Dragonbane, even completely unenchanted, is pretty damn good. Liking this sword. I should probably see about making myself another one. Because there was a bit of disagreement in the comments about this. Some people were saying, oh, you could just go and get, like, one of the blades, I guess. And then, you know, you could use that. And some people were, like, saying, no, Dragonbane's, like, totally unique. So it's, uh-oh. Right. So that's just another lurker there. That's absolutely fine. Conjure my way through all of this, get round the back of you, and actually, I feel like with two of you guys to keep him distracted, we should be okay to just finish him off without having to bother going over to, yeah, the paralysing sword. But actually, yeah, all three of us together, still very manageable. Good, 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 good. Before we push on, though, I'm going to go back in time, or not time, space, they're different, John. I'm going to go back to see what that last lurker was all about. Because it's possible he might actually be, like, you know, useful or important or something. Because we got this. Hang on, what's this here? Oh! Right, well, you guys are guarding something. So hang on, what are you guys guarding, etc.? Oh, just a little chest, that's fine. Cut our way through some seekers, that's not too bad at all. Okay, you know what, this is fair enough. The comments were saying go over to Legendary. This feels like a more fair challenge. The enemies are definitely putting up more of a fight. And I'm taking a little bit more damage and the Moiras are going down a bit faster. Though actually, I think the Moiras are balanced the difficulty level. So I've made the Moiras more powerful too, I think, anyway. I'll never turn down a black soul gem, though. That's always bloody useful. Ooh, a font of magicka. Another font of magicka. And a pot, which, as usual, does not contain anything that flipping useful. I'll take some massive robes of illusion, though. That's worth selling. So back into the Wibbly tunnel, and aha, you are still here. Fine. Well, here, have some help for that. Now, what exactly was the point of this area in that case? I'm not sure. So yeah, this is one of the areas I can hop out in. And then there's this area down here. Have I been there? I don't think I've been there before. Like, I've been to a big flat area, but not in this chapter. And that, like, weird metal tree in the middle looks okay. You might have found something a bit weird and new here. Also, you are very tough. Well, screw it. Let's go down into this area and see what's going on. Appears to just be... Ooh. Okay, handful of seekers, but the floor seems to also be sort of curling up as we go along a bit too. You are just an illusion one. Right, the big flower uncurled, opening up a... Oh, it's just a pot. Yeah, this place is a bit more open than some of the ones we've run into before. Intriguing. Question is, what is this place actually for, if anything? Because I'm not quite sure on that one. Well, it does lead over to a scryer. Right over here. Back off, because somebody's bloody trying to whip me. Now, what did the scryer just do? Because the flower already opened. There's nothing else in any of the corners. And, oh, actually, wait. Hang on. How do I get back up? Ah, via the convenient way back up I just opened. Yes, that would be true. So that brings me back over to here. Nice font of magicka that I don't actually need. That leads back down to the area I passed by earlier. Fine. So now we're back here. So we've just done a loop. So now I can go along the wiggly tentacle tail and get back to the area at the end. Apocrypha is a weird place sometimes. Right, through into the new area and oh, okay. This is now turning again. Fine, this brings me... Ooh, this is probably useful. Right, a scryer. Okay. That opens up this way, which I'm hoping is the correct way forwards. Probably. It's hard to tell sometimes. Oh, hang on. Is this a thing where I need to put things? Because last time I ran into an area like this, I needed to put, like, books down, but there were also patterns on those things. So, maybe not. Remember that's there in case it's needed down the line. A few more seekers out of the way, and Chapter 4. I can't remember how many chapters there were the last time we did a chaptered section. I think it was like... Ooh. Okay. I think it was like 7, but this is pretty cool. Okay. The real effort's gone into this one. Ooh, that's really pretty. Okay. That's really cool right there. Alright, open up the vessel, and we've got ourselves, ooh, some soul gems and what have you. None of the rest of that's worth having, though. Actually, is that the book? That kind of looks like the book right there. So that's cool. So, we've presumably got, ooh. I don't know the tentacles above me, to be honest. That unnerves me a little bit. Fine. So, we've presumably got 3 more perks to select here. Lovely. And... give us the 3 blobs, please. Oh, no. Hello. It's my boyfriend.
Well done, my champion. Your journey towards enlightenment has finally led you here to my realm, as I knew it would.
This is actually the 5th time I've been here, by the way, Hermaeus. Like... Actually, you already knew I'd been here because you spoke to me the first time I came into the library. So, you know I've been here before, and after that I was here, yeah, I think 3 or 4 more times. Now I'm here now, so clearly you haven't been paying attention. Or possibly, like, only some of this is, like, his library, because the game was sort of implying that, like, there's infinite different variations of the library. They're not all the same. So maybe just this one belongs to Hermaeus Mora. I'm not sure. Anyway, I like this guy. He's cool. He gave me loads of skill points last time I chatted to him. So what do you want of me, my lord?
Your progress since obtaining my Archma Infinium has been rapid. And now I find you here, following in my servant Miraak's footsteps. You also are Dragonborn. You also seek to learn how to bend the world to your will.
Okay, all admittedly true, but technically I'm not actually seeking to bend the world to my will yet. I'm just seeking to, like, you know, release it from Miraak's will, for now anyway. And don't need your help. Yes, I came to learn it. Don't tell the god I don't need your help, god. No, probably actually accept the god's help, because gods in Skyrim seem really keen to say, I've got this existing champion. Why don't you go and kill him, for he has displeased me. Then you shall be my champion. And also, I'll give you some boots that let you walk on water or something. That tends to be what God's gonna do, and it works for me, so let's go with that.
All that he knows, he learned from me. I know what you want. To use your power as Dragonborn, to bend the world to your will. Here then is the knowledge you need, although you did not know you needed it. The second word of power. Use it to bend the wills of mortals to your purpose. this is not enough. Miraak knows the final word of power. Without that, you cannot hope to surpass him. Miraak served me well, and he was rewarded. I can grant you the same power as he wields, but all knowledge has its price.
Okay, what's the price then?
Knowledge for knowledge. The Scar have withheld their secrets from me for many long years. The time has come for this knowledge to be added to my library.
Okay, so the Skull. Interesting. How do I know I can trust you? How do you know you can trust all the other gods you've done slightly dodgy deals with, John? No, you know what? It's fine. I'll talk to the Skull. I'll bring you all their secrets. I'm sure they'll come around.
I know you will. And then I will give you the knowledge that you seek. Send the Skull Shaman to me. He holds the secrets that will be mine.
Okay. Interesting. So Hermaeus Mora's naffed off. And we've got... we do still get to choose between 3 weird glowy balls. So, Dragonborn Force. Unrelenting Force Shout does more damage, may disintegrate enemies. Okay. Dragonborn Flame. Fire Breath Shout kills an enemy. A fire worm emerges from the corpse to fight for you for 60 seconds. I never use that shout. And your Frost Breath Shout encases foes. Nice. So basically upgrading Frost Breath to also act as... what's it called? The ice thing I like. Ice Form. Okay. That I will... I'll give that one a go. And then if I don't like it, because it might be fun for Ice Form, because the problem with Ice Form is its cooldown takes bloody forever, and it doesn't do any damage. So I just have a quick look-see at that right now, in fact. Go over to the shouts. Is the cooldown faster on that one? Frost Breath. So the recharge on that's 100 versus 120. And also, presumably, that one also does actual damage. So, okay. I'll give it a go, because if I can basically get Ice Form but faster recharging and does damage too, that's pretty nice for me. So go on then, we'll give that one a go. Lovely. And if need be, I can just travel straight back here and change over to Force, because that sounds kind of hilarious as well. Fine, back to Solstheim, and let's see if, well, if I had to guess, I'm going to say Nelov's just basically naffed off and abandoned me. But who knows, maybe he's actually, you know, watching over me and what have you. Oh, he is as well.
You see. Different people have very different experiences when reading these books.
Well, I guess I was kind of his guinea pig going into the book, so that's fine. So yeah, I had a nice little chat with Hermaeus Mora. He was actually pretty reasonable, all things considered.
You're still acting surprisingly sane, too. What did he have to say? He must have wanted something from you.
Yes, indeed. He wants, like, me to bring him the Shaman of the Skull or something.
What secrets could they have worth keeping from old Mora? Sounds like a bargain to me. Hermaeus Mora learns some fascinating new ways to skin a hawker, and you become the second most powerful dragonborn that ever lived.
Less of the second, thank you.
That gives me a lot to think about. I need to get back to Telmithrin. I have some ideas about how to locate more of these black books.
Ooh. Well, that's interesting. If he could lead me to however many are left, that could be very, very interesting indeed. Oh, also, there's just a dragon here now. That's a concern. Right, okay. I've got a dragon. Oh, it's a named dragon. And that guy hurt. For using magic, that was painful. Well, that's fine, because I've got Spellbreaker. Get that out. If he's going to use, the old breaths on me, then that should be... Oh, blimey. Okay. That worked pretty well at the end there. Yes, alright. Problem is, how am I going to get him down onto the ground so I can actually hurt the bastards? Well, I know that, John. The answer to that's pretty easy. Dragon Rend. Let's get that out and about. Right, so you, here we go. Okay, got the Dragon Rend on him. Now, where is he able to land? Can he land where he is right now, like on this spot? Because if he can, that'd be perfect. And in he comes. Marvellous. Right, well now, bonus damage versus... Wait, where'd he go? Get out of the sea! You're not allowed to be in the sea. That's cheating. Right, why don't you just kind of come over... Oh, bloody hell. Right. So he kind of struggles to land, probably because there's too many bloody characters around here. Right, well, I've got a plan. Let's get a couple of Stormies out, because you've also summoned a Stormy, so 3 Stormies attacking him at once, that should actually do pretty damn nicely. In addition, new Frost Breath. There we go. That wasn't able to freeze him, but that definitely does a little bit of damage, so yeah, that could be a good... Oh! Triple Stormy. Flippin' love it. Triple Stormy's very, very nice indeed. Do you want to come down? He doesn't want to come down right now. Okay, in that case, oh, now I can't Dragon Rend him for 100 seconds. Right, didn't think that one through very hard. On the plus side, there's not really much he can do to me. In fact, he's not actually using any of his actual breath attacks. Why not? Is he just being, like, stunned by all of the shock or something? Oh, I'm not sure. Right, just... No, not in the sea. Come over here. I can't use bows. It's a slight... He's not using his breath attacks. Why not? What's wrong? Are you okay? Or we might actually be close enough I can get a hit in. No. Well, I may as well join in with the lightninging. If everyone else just wants to lightning him over and over, and he's going to mysteriously refuse to attack, then I guess we'll just basically join in, and everyone can lightning him together. Oh, he's down on the ground. Oh, now we'll go down in seconds. Dragon Rend will tear him apart, and go, dead. Now the question is, do I get the soul, or is Miraak going to take it? And the answer is... Oh, start doing the wibble, wibble, wibble. And we'll see who gets the soul. And, looks like it's actually coming to me. Marvellous, screw you, Miraak. So I'm guessing Miraak sent this bastard after me. In which case I'll help myself to the gold. Miraak wants to chat about that? By any chance? Maybe? No. Oh, possibly it was given to me because do I actually need to spend the soul to unlock Bend Will 2? Yes, indeed I do. Marvellous. So a free soul for that. So as it gains power, animals, people, and even dragons must do your bidding. So I'm guessing the first one is just animals. The second one now might be humans being pulled onto my side, so basically being forced to ally with me. And then the final stage, I can actually force dragons to join up with me. Okay, that's pretty badass, sure. Also, I've remembered something I've been overlooking for quite some time, which is, what's his face? The guy back in Raven's Rock. He asked me to go and do a thing, and I never actually bloody bothered. Here we go. The folio, right? That was the thing I needed to do. Wait, hang on. No, that wasn't the folio. The folio was the book. I've already found that one. I swear someone had a quest for me up north to go and find something up here. But it was way up north, so I ignored it at the time. But now I can't remember what it is, and I can't find it in my quest log, which is kind of odd. Oh, one of the things someone else said, I should now actually, having killed What's-Her-Face, Thingy the Worthy, apparently I should return back to the Thirsk Mead Hall to check in with those guys. Apparently there might be something good there.
How did things go out there? Where is Bejeweled?
Someone does actually care. Interesting thing, unfortunately she was actually rejected by Throthmund. I'm still not sure who Throthmund was, but like, he rejected her, and she didn't take it well.
Are you serious? How did she take it?
She intended to come back here and lie to you all, so I had to murder her. But yeah, sure, she attacked me. That's a bit of, well, it's a half lie. Technically, she's the one that chose to begin combat, yes, but I did provoke her.
Ah, I see. I hope she fought well. Did Rothmund recognize anyone else? Was it you? Is that why?
Ooh. Okay. Oh, sadly I can't lie. Boo. No, I've got to actually tell the truth and say the next chief is some way off.
Well then, I'll do my best to keep the Hall together until that day comes. Now look, I understand you were just defending yourself. And because you helped us retake the hall, I'll look past it this once. But I wouldn't show my face in here again if I were you. Do we understand each other?
Aww. Right, apparently I've made a bit of an enemy here.
See that you do.
Right, so before I go, I might have a chat to everyone else. Anyone else actually wanting to have a chat? Oh, no one seems particularly keen on me, to be honest. No one seems desperately keen at all. And one other important thing from the comments, yeah, someone pointed out I ran past, I was trying to actually track down the bloody dragon at Saring's Watch. Yeah, I ran straight past this cave without ever going inside, and also there's a bunch of other caves I actually want to check out. So I might just have a quick swing round the north, make sure I'm not missing anything here, because there's one thing up north in particular I want to get my hands on. Here we go, so starting off with the cave I missed, and that is, okay, that is not to this cave, that's clearly a chest game, but whatever. Right, what are we looking at here? Quick check in, and the answer is, I think that's Reeklings, isn't it? That looks to me like it would be Reeklings. They look like small little homunculus creatures. So I'm going to guess that is indeed, yeah, that's totally Reeklings. Fine. I've got to be a bit careful with these lads, because, yeah, they have a chance of just kind of like getting behind you and overwhelming you a bit already. They were not the easiest enemies in the world to deal with, even on Master. So on Legendary, better just kind of, yeah, not get too far ahead in case you get surrounded by a crowd of them, because you can end up massively outnumbered before you realise what's up exactly. We've got ourselves... Ah! It's one of the boars! Hello, how tough are you? Surprisingly tough for a boar, but not tough enough. Marvellous. Right, shield up for a bit more defence and whatnot. I think I'll just push on a little bit. The Moiras will hopefully catch up. If there's only a handful of them, I should be able to handle it myself. They're not that tough one-on-one. And, oh, no, block that. You're just a scout. Down you go. And you dead? Good, you are dead. Right, hang on, was there something through here? Ah! Just a little kind of treasure area through here. Fine, may as well rob it. Ooh, blacksmiths. That might be useful under certain circumstances. Oh, yeah. One-on-one, these guys still go down very easy. The warriors aren't bad, might I say, stabbing one through the neck. Oh, we got ourselves a big area here. Okay, interesting. Trying to fall down. Hello. Finish off the Reeklings. Right, I'll send the Moiras up ahead. They can just head up here together with... I like my new friend Sphery. Sphery's been a really good, cool friend. I'm glad he's here. He seems to... I assume he's like filling like the pet slot that Vigilance used to be in. Whereas Vigilance was basically useless and needed to be constantly defended, Sphery just kind of gets on with things and completely murders everyone. He's great. Watch my health bar a little bit. No, you're alright. The hunters, it's not so bad. It's only the warriors that stand any chance against me whatsoever, really. Unless, of course, they're positioned... Ah, they are positioned a bit cleverly to actually toss spears across the gap. But screw you. I can take a few of them. It's fine. And we've still got a few. Yep. Saw you bastards come, and I saw you beneath the ground. So just finish off you. Are you all warriors? Ah, you're all warriors. The tougher kind. Well, that's fine. There should be one more behind me. And my friends took care of that for me. Lovely. I don't even have companions with me. I'm still travelling around with a gang. It's beautiful. Is that a... Ooh. Hello. Weird bones, but I can't pick them up. Very, very sad indeed. We've got... Ooh, the Great Hall. La-di-da. This place is a bit bigger than I was expecting for just a cave. But bear in mind, of course, this isn't actually a cave. This is, well, what used to be a cave, and... Ooh. Okay. The Lusty Argonian Maid, Volume 1 and 2. Someone really, really... Hello. Hello, sexy, down at the bottom there. Telekinesis, you say? Alteration spell. Can pull an object towards you from a distance, add it to your inventory, or throw it. Okay. Apparently I already knew that, which is odd, because I don't remember actually ever using it under any circumstances. So that's of interest. That might well be why. Cost 132 per second. That is, yeah, that's quite a lot of magic, even for me. So hang on, let's actually give this a go here. If I want to pull that over, whoop, and then I can, what, toss it away? Ooh. Okay, apparently that's a really good way of grinding alteration up if that's what you want to do. So if I'm looking at something with that up, it tells me what you can and can't interact with. Got it. So that's a spell tome for telekinesis. And then blast that away if I want to. Marvellous. Okay, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool indeed. Right, well, I'm keeping that out for a second because I want to see how powerful that is when I actually, like, toss a thing at an enemy. Ooh, little runes. Presumably belonging to these guys. So, yeah, this is an old, ancient Skyrim ruin that's just been converted into a place these guys live. And also, stuff. Oh, hang on. Hang the flip on. Why do I have a feeling like this has been put here intentionally? I'll be having that, thank you. Okay, that was totally put there intentionally because I literally just got a telekinesis book right there. But still, that was pretty badass. Well done, game. And we've got ourselves, hang on, how many of them ahead? The answer is not many. Actually, can I pick them up? Can they be picked up? Tragically, no. Right, we've got ourselves, ooh. Hello, we've got a charge. Oh, blimey. Okay, got a bit. No, let me through. Let me through, you bastards. Do not leave me trapped in a corner when there's a boar trying to gore me. This is all your. No, dude. This is not fair. Fine, I guess I'll run down into the middle of danger because you bastards are absolutely flipping determined to cause trouble for me. Can I actually pick you up or anything? No, tragically I can't. I'd really love to actually pick the spear out of their hands and toss it back to them. That would be hilarious, but that doesn't seem to be allowed. Right, I need to find something. We've got ourselves a... Oh, blimey. Hello. Right, you down there. Oh, you're a warrior. Okay, I want to find one of the less dangerous guys for this experiment right now. Right, you go down. Pick up a... I need to actually find someone who's... Ah, you're pretty close by. What can I pick up that you've actually just dropped? A mushroom. Right, pick up the pick up the... Okay, I feel like that didn't actually work right there. Right, pick up the jug. Yeah, jug. Boom! And I totally missed. Fine, that's not exactly a very practical way of doing damage, to be honest. No. Alright, just a bit of grand healing. Couple of hunters up top. There's a charge down there who I think's actually managed to kill everything else in the room. Presumably apart from Sphery. I hope Sphery's not dead. I'd be very sad if Sphery was dead. Right, no. No, actually, you know what? Thing I also want to try out. Frost Breath. So that actually manages to... Well, it didn't freeze him. Like, that isn't what, like, freezing looks like as far as I'm concerned. But I guess, like... Was that technically... I feel disappointed in that, to be honest. Still, finish you bastards off. And keep on going. Oh, there's plenty more yet, apparently. Oh, are they just going to keep spawning in forever? Oh, good, you're not dead. Well done, Sphery. And there we go. I think that's the last one stabbed there. I think that's the room clear. Music hasn't calmed down yet, but I think we're pretty good. Alright, lovely. So we have got ourselves a thing. Hello. And that is not working. Okay. Ah! We've got a puzzle. Alright. Okay. Skyrim. Not known for its complicated puzzles, to be honest. I wonder what I have to do. Right, Eagle and Eagle already match. And then one of them is missing. So, is there one down on the ground that I can use here? I don't see it. Oh, hang on. I think I hear a word of power over there. Right, well, try them one by one, because I can't see one on the ground. But process of elimination, there's only 3 possible solutions at this point. So, number 2. And finally, therefore, the answer must be whale. Number 3. Job done. Right. Word of power indeed. Lardy flippin' dar. That's what I wanted to say. Right. What are we learning here? Because do I have all of Dragon Aspect at this point? And... Ah, Cyclone. Of course, Cyclone. That's the only, like, Dragonborn specific thing. I don't either know where the third one is, because I know that Hermaeus Mora is going to give me the third of Bend Will. And I think I've already got Dragon Aspect maxed out. In fact, I should use that more, because it does seem pretty damn badass. Eminent Magicka. Yeah, I'll take that instead. I say that. I take all these things and say, oh, I'll take that because it's valuable to sell. Then no one's ever got enough money to buy the damn thing. We've also got a chain here. Is that just to close behind me? Okay, let's just close behind me if I want, but I don't really need that. And actually, there's... Ooh, we're not done here. Unless, of course, this is just the Skyrim door. But this is a bit of a small area for a Skyrim door. Well, one torch out. Let's see where this brings us. Ooh, I think I'd recognise this style. Oh, we've got ourselves a black book. Right, well, this will be why the comment said, hey, don't forget to go back here. Right, we have got ourselves another black book here. Lovely, give it a quick read and get sucked inside it and diddly diddly dee. And this one is Untold Legends. Lovely. Now, if I had to guess, I'd say this will probably be a bit of a short one, because the ones that seem a bit more obscure and hidden out of the way seem to be a lot shorter than the ones that are like prominent story ones, which are a lot bigger and longer and whatnot. Ooh, I'll have myself some grand soul gems, thank you. So what have we got here? That is... okay, presumably this is chapter? Yep, chapter 2, fine. So we've got a few chapters to deal with up here. Now, is that going to bring me up to where I literally just saw? Yeah, okay. So I was presumably over there. Yeah, I was just over there. So I've just teleported up here. So I know where I am. Question is... what's the challenge here? Because we've got no enemies. And no... oh! I say we've got no enemies. Okay, time to see whether Frost Breath actually works. So I'm pretty sure Ice Form does work against you. So let's give you a go. And... okay, it does. It's just, yeah, mysteriously you can't actually use it on... oh dear. Right, so you're pretty tough. In fact, oh wait, hang on. The ice isn't shattering. Well, this is interesting, isn't it? The ice isn't shattering. He's just on the ground now. Okay. Well, that's interesting. That's much better than Ice Form in that case. Well, that's just flipping lovely. Be careful, though. I'll probably need a little bit of help for this. Right, just got to get behind him if I can. Watch out for the big spiky tentacles of doom and avoid the big spiky tentacles of doom. There we are. Now I'm behind him. Right, now I should just be able to smash him. My item is plenty powerful enough, or at least it is when it's charged, but he'll go down now between the three of us. Lovely, well done. Grab that, grab the money, grab the soul gem, grab that, pretend I'll sell it, I never will, I'll probably just end up dropping it for weight. Right, we're okay for the time being. That's into chapter 2. Yeah, these seem like, ooh. Except, there's two different things. That's chapter 3. I'm just going to double check that that is actually chapter 4. Yes, that is chapter 4. So, read chapter 3 first, in case that's something I need to do to, like, open up a door in chapter 4. That seems potentially likely. So, chapter 3 is, in fact... oh, hello! I'm just trapped in a room with a Seeker. That's fine. It's just a Seeker, and I brought the Moiras with me. They come from chapter to chapter with me. It's all okay. Right, smash you down. See if you happen to drop a really valuable book or anything. A Scroll of Harmony, I can do without that. Do I know Steadfast Ward? Apparently I already do. I just never use it because I've got Spellbreaker. And yet more Conjure Seeker. The game is very keen that you don't miss that. But, yeah, don't worry. I did learn it some time ago. It's fine. Right, so... not even a scryer in here? Nope, not a scryer. Fine. Back to chapter 2 and then over to chapter 4. And that looks like... oh, when that symbol shows up, you know stuff's about to get real. That seems like close to the end to me. Neither of these are actual books. That's a font of magic, which might be a bit on the useful side. Yeah, I think I just saw a Lurker Vindicator floating around down there. No, actually, it was just a Seeker. Fine. Well, get some friends down there to help out with that, then. Right. Dragon Bane out. All of us together will easily handle the Seeker. I know this weapon's not charged. It doesn't actually need to be. It's ridiculously powerful regardless. Right, so we're going to be needing scryers to open up any of this. Rear guard. Have I seen that before? Oh my goodness, it's a book I haven't read before. How utterly ridiculous is that? Oh my goodness, it's 2 books I haven't read before. Well, this is just getting mad. Right, so I can see I need to get into the middle to open up, well, to hit a scryer. We've got another Seeker over there. But there's... ah! Okay, so the scryer's locked behind doors. So I just need to open these doors in the right order to eventually get to the right scryer. Gotcha. More Seekers. Nothing too bad yet. It's just the basic laddies. But then... I think you can see why most people, I think, choose not to play Legendary even if you could. For the most part, it's not really more difficult, it's just a lot slower. Which is fine, because I can just edit out the longer, more boring fights. So from your point of view, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, I can see why most players don't really bother with this. Also, I just want to draw attention to the fact that this pod is locked. And the way I get it open is using the lock-picking minigame. Like, I feel there are questions that need to be asked about how much sense that makes. And here we go. Up here, we got ourselves a scryer. I'm going to guess it's not going to open this door, however. Oh, no, yes, it does. Fine, that's okay. I was expecting a more convoluted solution. Scryer number 2 opens that one over there. This one over here is also open, but I haven't been up there yet. That's possibly just another pod. That's fine. I will gladly help myself to a bit more money that I don't need and will never spend. But you know what? One of these days I'm probably going to retire. So it's useful to have a nice pension set up. Scryer number 2, 3, whatever. Now does that open up the... Yep, that opens up this one. And I'm going to guess that is going to open up the one in front of me over here. And when I say open up, I mean create a staircase. Door opens. Stairs extend out. Did they extend out? Yes, they extended out enough. That's fine. I can climb that. Good, good, good. Right. Another nice long corridor to deal with up here. And when I say nice long corridor, not actually just a corridor. Bunch of other stuff here. Little side rooms. But can't get them open right now. No sign of scries. Oh! Okay, it's one of the weird wiggly wagging things. Now, are you forcing me to go left, or are you offering me the chance to go left? Looks like I'm being forced to go left. Okay. And we've got a Vindicator. Those guys are painful to deal with. Still, let's do what we know we can do now. So, yeah, we'll freeze him. And once he's frozen, he is... Wait, is he immune to damage while frozen? Is that how this works? Oh, right. That's potentially... Is that... in that case, I'm not sure it's as good as Ice Form. Because I feel like, oh, he's going for me, and that's a concern, because he really flipping hits like a truck. Yeah. In that case, if he's actually invulnerable while he's down on the ground, that's not actually that good. Which appears to be the case there. So, that's a shame. Admittedly, Ice Form is kind of limited use now that I've got the Ebony Sword that's got such a good chance of paralysing them, but still, it's not bad. So, he's dead. Question is, what does that mean? Because this door's still closed. I don't see a scryer, and you're not a scryer. Okay. Hang on. Am I trapped here now? Because the thing that brought me here appears to have turned away. Right. I feel like I'm slightly trapped. Now, there's what looks like something I could land on over there, but it's also weirdly angular that makes me think, yes, I thought that didn't seem right. Now, back over here, those two side doors have not opened... Oh! Right. I think that was indeed meant to happen. And now I'm being thrown the other side. I previously went over to... Yeah, the left. Now I'm being thrown over to the right. I think the game is forcing me to do this area, like, over and over again, until such time as I've cleared out the guys on both sides. Interesting. Ah, this time, the door over here has opened. Which makes me think that that was supposed to happen the other side, but it just didn't. So, as a result, yeah, I feel like, yeah, that was supposed to happen this side, but it did not. So now I'm guessing this corridor is going to straighten itself out. And now with both of them dead, the book itself is available. Now, is this a normal book, or do I get another chat with my boyfriend Hermaeus? Nope. If it's complete, I'm guessing we're done. But these perks are ludicrously powerful, some of them. So let's see what we've got going on here. So, Black Market. Summons a Dremora Merchant. That's utterly ridiculous. Secret Servant summons a Dremora Butler to carry your excess items. Okay. Or Bardic Knowledge summons a spectral drum that plays for you, increasing stamina regeneration for you and your allies. I can summon a ghost drum. That's... I don't know. All of these things are slightly mad and wonderful. But I honestly can't think of anything I want more than a Dremora Butler. Right, well, I'm having a Dremora Butler then. Secret Servant added. Summons a Dremora Butler for 15 seconds to carry your excess items. Well, how does that help me? He's only here for 15 seconds. Right, we'll summon him.
A new master. It's been centuries.
Okay, now if I give you things, What actually happens as a result of that? Hang on, I'm just going to give you something I don't actually need. Like, yeah, take these 4 arrows. No, don't install the 4 arrows. Just to give them. Okay, you have them. Okay.
It's been so much fun.
Okay, he's got a good attitude. That's fine. Then he fades away. But then can I summon him again to get the thing back?
I don't suppose you'll carry some of this for a while?
Aha! So basically, he just... Can I actually kill him when we're done, by the way? Oh, he does actually go hostile. But he seems to have infinite health. Intriguing. Then he goes away. Then if I summon him again, does he remember I just did that?
Oh, look. My new master.
Excellent. I'm not sure how sarcastic he's supposed to be, but I kind of approve of all of this.
A butler's work is never done.
Fine, so actually, now you're here, do you still have the arrows? Because you better. Ah! So basically, I can give him stuff, and then he disappears. Right, well, that's actually genuinely very useful. Nice! Okay, well, I'm pretty happy with that in that case. Although I do kind of want the ghost drum too. But no, I think I'm happy with a Dremora Butler. That's pretty much all I've ever wanted out of life. Right, having confirmed I don't like the new style Frost Breath, I think that means I also need to make a quick changeover as well. Here we are, it was this one, wasn't it? The top one. I think this will take me to the one where I can change over the shout power, because the Unrelenting Force one, that seems way better now. And yes, this is indeed correct. It was the one on top of the flower where my boyfriend had a word to me. So yeah, Dragonborn Force. Let's go over to that. So it does more damage, may disintegrate enemies. That does seem kind of hilarious, yes. And one last thing I want to check, actually. Back here at Kragamez, I picked up an extra gem from that waterlogged dungeon last time. Does that let me access a new area over here? Yes, it most certainly does. So what I need to do here is, yeah, basically a diagonal sweep and then in the corner. Fine, that is doable with the 4 gems that I've got. Lovely. Though I think I've seen there's another Dwarven ruin up north I haven't been into yet. So either the spares, which doesn't strike me as likely. Skyrim generally doesn't provide spares. Generally you have to find, like, you know, if you're tasked with finding a number of things, that's all there is in the world. There's not spares of them. So let's get this sorted out here. I imagine there's going to be another door beyond this one too that forces me to go and find a 5th one at that other one. Also, bear in mind, generally bad things happen at this point. So, you know, probably best to get the help out now. Lovely. Right, now, what are we taking on exactly? It is... it's a giant pile of Dwarven spider workers. And also, has the room just flooded? I think the room's just flooded. Okay, there's also some tempered spheres, fine. But honestly, oh, and there's also the Ballista Masters. That's good. Oh, it's paying attention to me. That's not good, because these things hit really hard. Right, let's get some healing going on. I can probably just out-heal it with Grand Healing in my other hand. So hang on, and heal! There we go. In fact, actually, join up with the rest of the team here. I'm taking some knocks. And just knacker this here Ballista Master. And then we can all join forces against the other one. Right, everyone's still alive for the time being. Heal up some more. My restoration has definitely gone up like 2 levels so far. So Legendary has actually been quite useful for that, which is good. And then we can all join forces against this bastard. Down he goes. Job done. Yeah, job done. Unless, of course, there's more to do. The fact that this came back up makes me think there's definitely going to be another one yet. And there we are. That gateway does indeed open up. And leads me through to... Oh, please let it be my own Centurion. Oh. Apparently I've completed the trials. Okay, and tragically, I can't have my own Centurion. Or maybe it's in the next room, please. Please, please, please. Actually, it probably wouldn't fit in lots of areas. Because I've got Sphery here. But just in theory, if I was to have, like... Ooh. Hello. A Dwarven Black Bow of Fate together with just a pile of diamonds. What is a Dwarven Black Bow of Fate? I'm not familiar with that enchantment. 50% chance for each attribute too. Oh! So it's kind of like the Chaos enchantment then. So each attribute absorbs 25 points of health, stamina, and or magicka. Okay, so yeah, it's like Chaos, except rather than doing damage, it absorbs a certain amount. That's kind of interesting. Not enough for me to, like, de-enchant it, break it down for the enchantment. If there even is, like, a fate enchantment, I'm not sure what that will be called. Yeah, I prefer chaos over fate anyway, so... okay, that's kind of fun. But as I'm not actually planning to be using it, but I might need it on occasion...
Oh, look. My new master.
That's right, I've got a bow for you to hold for me. Because now I don't need to bother, like, holding reserve weaponry anymore in case of emergencies. I can literally... oh my goodness, I can. I can actually, like, give him all my stuff that I use occasionally but very rarely, and he can just actually give it back to me later. That's really bloody convenient. You can have these as well. I don't need these. I'm not sure where they even bloody came from. So I've got that, but there's more here. There's clearly more here yet. Ah, this is just above the area I was just in. Fine, so I can just hop down back into that area. Okay, we'll just give this area one last go over. Make sure I haven't missed anything. Bunch of gold ingots. Fine, that is some free jewelry, which is just some free smithing skill. And other than that, nothing major here. Fine. A real tragedy I can't have a Centurion companion. But you know what? I like Spheri. Spheri has actually done very well by me, so I guess I can't complain. Though this does raise the question for me, what's that other Dwarven ruin for? Because there's totally one I haven't been to yet. I'm sure I've seen it on my compass. But you know what, ladies and gentlemen? I think that can be a question for another day. We're definitely getting close towards the end of Dragonborn, I think, at this point, because we've pretty much explored the entire island at this point. There's still a little bit up north I want to go by. So, next time we will sweep across the northern coast and see what we've actually got going on there. I want to find that other Dwarven ruin, and if it's not for the actual little crystals for this place, then what's hidden away in there could be another fun quest too. And we need to go and visit What's-His-Face over in the Skull Village and basically tell him, by the way, Hermaeus Mora wants his tentacly way with you. Sorry, I know I haven't just kind of sold it particularly well there, but he actually does. Oh, and at some point, hopefully, a courier will show up and say, hey, your archaeological expedition's done. Because I do want to see what's going on there. I've definitely heard some words of power being muttered. Wait, did I already get that? I can't remember. I think there might be another word of power down there. We'll have to see. But in the meantime, I've been John. This has been Many a True Nerd. This has been Skyrim. Thank you very much, and goodbye. No, sadly, I cannot be the Santa Claus of murder tonight. So apparently, even though this thing is... oh, no, no, you can't. No, you most certainly can't. Okay. Is that the symbol meaning I'm about to pull her over? Yep, there we are. There we... oh! I feel like she didn't necessarily survive that. No, she's very dead.